Hello, my name is Monty McHugh, and I would like to talk about how a Marxist influence in Latin America could offer some relief to the working population suffering in the face of globalization, at least in its current form. This might leave some of the elite in Latin America out in the cold. While modern globalized capitalism has broadly benefited the Latin American elite and has mildly enhanced, in some cases, ruined the lives of common citizens, Karl Marx offers an old perspective to shine light on a new theoretical geopolitical missteps by the West. Marx has long been known for believing in economic factors that were disagreeable to capitalism. This presentation seeks to expose those economic missteps in Latin America by the West that ultimately shaped policy and later went into become policies that translated into action that engaged this imperfect metaphysics, according to Karl Marx. This presentation also seeks to reveal that globalization in its current form does not address the needs of the people. Furthermore, it puts the weight of this global economy squarely on the backs. And I wish to argue that while it might appear respectable, just, and profitable on the spreadsheet of the Latin American elite, modern globalized capitalism in its current form could be a destabilizer to the region. With its possible destabilizing nature, when paired with today's version of globalization, capitalism still has characteristics of greatness. I would like to take a second to tell you that I understand that I am critiquing capitalism much more harshly than people are used to in the West. Capitalism has truly helped to bring certain amounts of autonomy and development to Latin America. This can't be discounted. That they may have never seen. Capitalism normally values liberal thought and freedom, and normally has a thriving human rights arena. Contrastly, I would like to point out how capitalism has been used as a tool by the West for its own global interest, and has had free reign to run amok through Latin America, starting in the 70s, running all the way through the millennium. The inner workings of globalization has brought on two major crises related to currency in Latin America between 1970 and 2000, with the help of their own addiction to the euro markets and the U.S. economy. The fundamental insight that should be conveyed here from Marx's theories is, in the scope of Latin America, is that all commodities have but one thing in common. They are all products infused with human labor. Marx's theory states that this human labor cannot be manipulated or removed from the finished product. A fixed labor assessment rate is the only way to create true value and profit. Marx argues that there are all different sorts of types of labor that cannot be broken down into one sensible exchange rate. Furthermore, when we exchange, Marx argues that we reduce heterogeneous or human labor to abstract labor, meaning lumping all labor together carelessly reduces the value of labor overall and can be destabilizing to a region, according to Marx. This lack of value in human labor is exactly what leads to overzealous interest by the West and from international organizations such as the International Monetary Fund. This overreach is exactly what could destabilize Latin America. The capitalists are always looking for a cheaper labor pool. This perception is reinforced by perceptions made by Karl Marx regarding capitalism's fascination with labor cost reduction, either by efficiency in workers or more to the point in Latin America, we'll try to find cheap labor costs in the form of low-wage peasant workers. Many times these peasant workers are deceived by the elite and government officials that are taking bribes or favors from Western companies to keep the status quo moving forward efficiently. I would like to say that globalization is not the enemy of the people. It is how the whole thing was set up from the beginning. It is how profits are being allocated. The elite need to simply do what their mothers certainly taught them to do. Just simply share. I see in the future that the owners of modern globalized capitalism will get more and more emboldened and will continue to press the peasant working class to keep the thumb on them. And more oppressive, nationalistic, and radical movements will be required to maintain the region for Western sustained profits. Thank you very much.